The Daugaards are preparing to move out of the mansion they've called home for 8 years. As the governor prepares to step down, the first couple of South Dakota looks back on their time as leaders in the state.
We're all packed, ready to go.
The Daugaards will soon have plenty of time to get cozy. After more than 20 years of public service, Dennis Daugaard has reached the end of his term as governor of South Dakota. He started as a state senator before joining Governor Mike Rounds as lieutenant governor and then taking the head job. One of the lessons Governor Daugaard learned as leader of the state was the need to include people in big decisions, using task forces to get the jobs done.
So again, the best approach is start early, start with a group of stakeholders who are involved in the subject matter. So in the case of criminal justice reform, for example, judges, lawyers, both prosecutors and defense lawyers, law enforcement, legislators, ordinary citizens who are not involved in law enforcement or criminal justice.
First Lady Linda wasn't sitting idly by. She came up with the idea to bring the public into their new home.
So many people had said, oh, we want to come and see you. You know, we hear the mansion is just beautiful. And even though there were tours offered, you know, when the mansion was first opened, people had not, probably from East River more, had not been out there.
She also did a lot more than tours while in Pierre. Linda took on infant mortality rates and traveled the state trying to educate parents of newborns on the safest ways to care for babies.
I tell others that I've had to not be as vocal or opinionated.
Yeah.
And they laugh. But I've had to hold my tongue probably more.
Now the two will get to enjoy some time with family and friends out on the farm.
I'll be glad to be a little less scheduled and be able to, if I want to sleep in, I can do that, or if I want to get up and work around the house or around the farm, I can do that and at my own pace. And I'm really looking forward to that.
As long as you're not home before 5, honey.
Yes.
Just kidding.
Governor Daugaard says he has faith that Governor-elect Kristi Noem will be a great predecessor. He says her experience in Washington, D.C. will help her be more prepared for federal matters than he was when he took over the governor's office.